Hello, in this video we're going to create a suitable user interface to control our system, and we're going to be using our development tool called visualization, which is actually integrated in our SANMOTION C software. For this, we're going to go ahead and click on application, add object, and you will see a visualization tab. You go ahead and click on it, and therefore this new tab right here will appear. This will be blank, and you will have our properties section in the right side. You have toolbox, and right here it's where we're going to be able to pull up different shapes, or in this case different lamps, switches. You can click on basics, and you do have different shapes as well. You do have command controls, and this is where you are basically inputting new things into the visualization window in the left side. For right now, we're just going to be focused or using tools from basics and lamps, switches, and bit maps. And this is pretty easy to manipulate. We just select our shape and drag it into the left side, and we are able to enlarge these shapes. We just click on it, we hold, and we're able to move the rectangle around. Same thing with our switches. We select, we hold, and we can bring it into our implementation section right here. To be able to put some colors on it, we select, in this case, our rectangle, and then we're going to go ahead and click on colors, normal state, and then right here we're able to change the frame and fill color. I'm gonna choose let's see, this color, and then I want to fill it with red, and then we either clicked enter or just double click right here, and this new color will be changed. To be able to type on it, we do have two different options. We either come here in the center and click, and then we're able to type, right? Or what we can do, we are able to select, and then in the properties you go to text, you double click, and then you're able to type, click enter, and it will appear in your rectangle. So these are the options that we are going to be using. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this new extra stuff. With this being said, I have my drive state and drive control. In my drive state, I'm going to be able to see my current position and current velocity with their corresponding units. Right here, drive state, current position, current velocity, units, and units per second. Those have only included a simple text, as you can see. However, with these two, we need to call some variables from our program inside to be able to see the current position and velocity when we run our motor. So therefore we selected, we do have a specific text that we need to include. For this one, we're gonna be doing %.3f, and then we need to go ahead and click on text variable, and in text variable, this is the variable command that we are inputting, drive1.f act position. To be able to do this, we just click on it and we type it. Then for current velocity, we're using the same text, %.3f, and then under text variables, text variable, this is a different command that we are using. This is for motion. And there we go. For drive control, I'm using drive control, power, homing, and velocity. I'm just using a single text. I'm not adding anything else. However, for our buttons, for example, this button to turn on my servo, what we need to do basically here, it's here on position, we do have a variable. This is the variable command that we need to implement in order to turn on our motor from this interface. Then what we need to do for our light to turn on and off, we're using this other variable as well. We are able to change the color of these lights. Just double click. We do have different options: yellow, red, green, blue, and gray. It's really interesting. So now for our second button for homing, our variable, it's going to be this one, motion underscore prg dot drive one underscore home dot be execute, to be able to once we press this button, our motor will initially go to homing position, and it's something that we're gonna see in the next video when we are actually running this visualization interface and our physical motor and other hardware. Lastly, our last light, we're going to be using this variable command right here. You just double click and type it, you're gonna find it. And I have also included this positive and negative button. So once I click on it, basically my motor is going to rotate in the negative position. Therefore, for this, what I have done, I select my rectangle. For text, I have just a negative sign. Then I go down here to input configuration. Then I go to tab, and then we're going to see this variable. And this is the negative command jog that I need to include in order to, once I click this button, my motor is going to rotate in a negative direction. I'm gonna do the same thing with my positive. In my text tab, in my properties, I'm gonna just put my positive sign. I go down here to input configuration, tab, and then my variable. This is the command that I'm calling from my programming section. This is going to be my positive jog. And lastly, to be able to have a range in terms of velocity, what I'm going to do, we need to go ahead and select it, click %.3f. Then I need a text variable. This is the variable command that I need. After that, we're going to come down here to input configuration, and I'm gonna double click on mouse down, and this window will pop up. Then I need to go down here to write a variable. Then I will click this arrow. Then right here, I'm able to input the type that I want to do. I'm going to select this one, visu dialog.numpad. And right here, I'm able to select the velocity range. I want a mean of 0 and my max of 30. So once I run the motor, I'm able to select between this velocity. Once you do that, you click OK, and the new variable will appear right here. In the next video, we're going to run it using this interface. And well, this is how we can create an interface using our SANMOTION C software tool and using also our SANMOTION C S100-B control. Thank you.